back to my channel. My name is Charisse, and today we will be chatting about how to better understand your hair in order to properly retain moisture. Dry hair can really lead to a lot of breakage, so if you are looking to achieve and maintain healthy hair, it's really important to keep it moisturized. So how are you able to retain moisture in your hair? That's really all going to depend on your hair's porosity. So today I'm going to be talking about how to better understand your hair in order to use products and techniques that are really going to help it retain moisture. Because just simply recommending products and recommending techniques is not going to work for everyone. A product that works for me might not work for you, and products that work for you might not necessarily work for my hair as far as retaining moisture. So today I will be explaining why that is. So first, what is hair porosity? Porosity is your hair's ability to not only absorb but also retain moisture. So absorbing water, products, and even how your hair reacts and absorbs color treatments and chemical treatments such as relaxers. There are 3 different types of hair porosities. You can either have low porosity hair, you can have medium porosity hair, which is also considered normal, and then you can also have high porosity hair. Now, porosity is something that is hereditary, so you are born with it. However, you can alter your hair's porosity if you are someone who frequently gets color treatments or just chemical treatments in general. You will start to lean more towards high porosity. So with low porosity hair, the cuticle, which is the outermost layer of the hair, is very tightly bound together and closed off, making it really difficult for moisture to absorb into the hair cuticle. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have high porosity hair, where the cuticle is very open and has a lot of gaps in it, so it's really easy for moisture to absorb into the hair cuticle, but at the same time, it's just as easy for that moisture to escape. And then in the middle, we have normal porosity hair, which is pretty self-explanatory, but basically it is able to absorb and retain moisture at the perfect level. Now, before diving into the specific needs for each porosity of hair as far as products and technique, I first want to let you guys know how you are able to determine your hair's porosity. There are a few different tests that you can use, but there are 2 that I want to recommend to you guys, which are really easy. So the first one, my favorite one, is called the float test. For the float test, you're going to go ahead and grab a cup or bowl of room temperature water, and you're also going to need a couple of strands of hair. So don't worry, you don't have to pluck hair out of your head. You can just grab a couple of strands from a comb or a brush. And this next step is really important. You want to make sure that the hair is clean. So go ahead and shampoo the hair and rinse all of the shampoo out of the hair. So after you have your clean strands, go ahead and drop them very gently into the cup or bowl of water. And after waiting about 2 to 4 minutes, if the strands of hair are still floating at the surface of the water, then you have low porosity hair. And if they sunk all the way to the bottom, then you have high porosity hair. And if they're kind of floating just in the middle of the water, then you have normal porosity hair. And the reason why your hair would sink or float is because for high porosity hair, which is when the hair sinks all the way to the bottom, is because the cuticle is very open and it has the gaps, so it was able to easily absorb the water and sink to the bottom. But on the other side, with the low porosity hair, the cuticle is very tightly packed together, so it wasn't able to absorb the water in order to sink. So that is a really cool way to determine what the porosity of your hair is. The second method that I recommend is called the spray bottle test. So what you're gonna do is take a really small section of hair, and with the spray bottle, go ahead and spray it with water. And if the water just kind of sits on the surface of the hair and kind of beads up and you can see the little droplets of water, then you have low porosity hair. And if the water absorbs really easily, you can't see it sitting on the surface of your hair strands, then you have high porosity hair because it was able to absorb into the cuticle. If you notice that the water sits on the surface of your hair and then after a couple of minutes it really easily absorbs into the cuticle or the strand, then you have normal porosity hair. I actually recommend that you try out both of these methods as opposed to just trying out one. That way you can kind of double check and confirm your hair's porosity. So if you are someone who tested out the two methods and determined that you have low porosity hair like me, then it is recommended for us to use very lightweight hair products and oils. So as far as products, you want to make sure that the first ingredient is water. That means a majority of the product is water and it's going to be much more lightweight. So products like hair milks will be really beneficial because they are able to penetrate the cuticle and get inside. And then as far as oils, some great recommended oils that are lightweight are argan oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil. And as far as technique, using heat to be able to open up the cuticle temporarily in order for the product to get inside the cuticle will be really helpful. So heat, indirect heat, is going to be our best friend. For high porosity hair, since the cuticle is very open, it's important to temporarily fill those gaps in order to trap that moisture inside. So it's recommended to regularly use protein treatments to help kind of fill those gaps, and also use heavier products and creams. Regular deep conditioning treatments are also really beneficial for high porosity hair because it also helps to kind of heal those gaps in the hair cuticle. If you are someone with normal porosity hair, just keep doing what you're doing. The products that you are using apparently are working really well. So just keep doing what you're doing, deep conditioning regularly, and just using the same products that you're currently using. Alright you guys, so that is the end of the video. I really hope that this was super helpful because it has definitely been a helpful tip for me to understand more about my hair's porosity and how to take care of it. So if you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. And also comment below your hair porosity. If you guys decided to test out the two methods, leave me a comment down below and let me know what your results were. I'm so curious. Mine is low porosity hair, so I've just been doing so much research on how to take care of it. And I'm just really excited about this hair journey. I hope you guys are excited for hair videos, and I appreciate your support and all of your interaction on my videos. So I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!